Dean White and the Source, Lawrence Okolie, big fight night tomorrow night. Lawrence, we're going to come straight to you.
No. Let me just interject here. The Source, he's too fast. We've chased him around London. We must put this in.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like he's too hot for the bun and the burger. I mean, listen, we've had to do a mad thing. Now, to be honest, to be fair, he has been accommodated. There's been a bit of confusion. But mind you, I needed to go to the Stratford because I needed to chat to Paul Smith. So it kind of worked out swings and roundabout. But I thought I'd put that in because you do kind of take long to reply.
Making weight.
But do you know what? Fair play. He did come back to us today, so I really appreciate that. So yeah. But listen, day before fight night, 24 hours give or take. You know, you're going to be getting ready and going down there. How are you feeling?
I feel same as always. Just calm, chilled. Gonna go upstairs, eat some more, and just relax and maybe go watch a movie in a bit. But at this stage here, like I've done it enough times, it's just a fight, so I'm just going to go and do that.
What kind of movie? Before we go on, what movies have you got going on?
I'm not sure. Nothing too intense. No scary movies. Nothing too deep. Just a nice, feel-good movie. Maybe hopefully one that a little laugh.
Yeah.
And then we'll go out. Yeah, then we'll just come back and chill.
No, fair play. What do you usually do on fight day? I mean, what's the schedule? Because I know some fighters have different routines. What do you do? Do you get up, take it easy? Do you go for a jog? I don't know, you tell me.
I just chill out. Obviously I do little bits and bobs just to keep myself from getting too lethargic. But it's just standard stuff. It's just like having a big training session in the evening. That's how I see fights. Fights are just it's like any other big spar you're gonna do or whatever. You just treat it exactly the same. Obviously, you have to be super primed because you're fighting someone who's ready. But also, where you have 36 hours of just fueling up, it's better than any spar that I have throughout camp anyway.
I'm gonna ask you a question that hopefully doesn't add any pressure. I'm sure you've already thought of it anyway. It's your first world title defence. I mean, for a start, I don't think I spoke to you since that win. Congratulations, man! Unbelievable honour. But how's it feel? This is not just any fight now. You're the guy.
I kind of keep it the same. I'll be 100% honest with you. Of course, when I'm running on the treadmill, I might put the belt in. When I'm doing, I might put But in reality, when it comes to the fight, I'm not going to be a world champion, and I need to. It's literally I'm boxing this particular guy, and this is what I have to do to win the fight. All the other stuff, it's good to understand for the mindset of my opponent, so they know that this is their big chance to win a world title. So when I knock him down or whatever else, I know that he's going to be a little bit more in tune to get up. Do you know what I mean? But that's about it. Other than that, it's just mine.
What do you think, Dean? What do you think? Listening to Lawrence, listen. I mean, if he's not cool and calm, he's doing a good impression of someone who is.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's
no, it's good.
There's not everyone can be as cool as you are. Even when you're on the team, you're just cutting through, doing your thing. I see you did look at my thing, and you just cutting through. But you see, some fighters, they kind of are a bit tense. That's not good. That's not a good sign. But like you say, you've done it all in the gym. You've done the sparring. You've done the running. So if you know what you've done, this is just the last part of the puzzle and putting all of it, the jigsaw together. So it's good to kind of get that understanding that we normally go for the team walks on the morning and kind of just relax. Like you say, there's not much to do. There's nothing you're going to get. The only thing you can do is in the night times, because you're going to fight, is tap out so you don't get that lethargicness. Your body's used to fight. Maybe if you do pads or shadow boxing or skipping in the night time, maybe at the same time. So there's a rhythm because your body's used to training at a certain time, and it can really go into a low quite quickly if you know. If you know your body, you know what you want to do. So I mean, going running probably ain't the smartest idea.
That's why I'm not a world champion, lads.
No, right, but I'm just saying. But anyway, he looks like he's ready. He's prepared. Do you know much about your opponent? I've never heard of him.
I've watched a bunch of him. He's got bits and bobs on YouTube, but it's hard because when I watch people, they always box very differently when we're in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like what I see them do against other people. He might have the confidence to do against me, or he'll be supercharged and do stuff he doesn't usually do. So
and get yourself knockout.
Yeah.
Has he faced anyone of note? Do you know?
No, and also no one of my attributes and level, just lots of different stuff. We'll see. Obviously, you tell yourself you've got a puncher's chance. But ultimately, as you see in most of my fights, it's very hard to land shots against me. and then secondly I punch reasonably hard, so it's not fun.
Every fighter will say the same, and I'm assuming you will as well. You don't look past an opponent. You're not writing this guy off. However, with all the movement in between the scenes of cruiserweight and heavyweight, I mean, main event, Alexander Usyk, he's been there, now he's gone up. Do you have a look at these guys and think, I want this guy next, this guy next? I know there's a few names, Bradis has been thrown around and stuff, maybe even Usyk if he loses, whatever, but do you have a look at these guys and think, I'd like this guy next or that guy next?
So obviously, I'm like anyone, I'm like a hurdle runner. You know, you have hurdles, you see the one right in front of you is the most important one, because if you trip on that hurdle,
of course,
you can't get to the next one. However, I do see the other ones because they motivate me to get over this one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I know there's the end goal, so I push to jump over this one.
Of course.
So of course I'm aware of, you know, the position I'm in and what could happen, you know, as long as I keep my eye on the ball tomorrow. So I'm very much focused on tomorrow night, but I understand what the world looks like on the other side of a win.
Just let me ask you real quick about the headline fight tomorrow night. I mean, obviously you're really close with Anthony Joshua, but what kind of fight do you see playing out there tomorrow night?
I think it's going to be very attritional in the middle rounds. I think early on, you know, they'll both be boxing with each other, but as soon as, you know, everyone starts settling in, like you've watched Usyk a million times, he does the same thing over and over again. You watch AJ, pretty much say Usyk likes to tap with a lead hand, you know, get himself into range, come back with a few combinations, whatever. Doesn't really sit down on punches to be in punching range. Then you've got AJ long, tries to put some jab, you know, a little bit in and out. But once the fight settles down, we'll see that. Of course, everyone believes Usyk is an amazing fight. I believe Usyk's an amazing fight. However, I've seen him have a fight with Bradis, go to the wire. I've seen him have a fight with Michael Hunter, go to the wire. I've seen him and Tony Bellew have a good fight for. Of course, he got the knockout, but that causes amnesia for everyone. But it wasn't like Usyk was playing with him. Usyk was having a fight with him and managed to be more conditioned. So in this fight, Usyk is more than just a human. He's a smaller human than the guy he's boxing against, who's also a good boxer. So I feel like AJ is going to get on top. Just
finally then, on your fight, well, it's courtesy to end with yourself, of course. How do you see your fight going? Are you looking for a stoppage, or do you want to get rounds in and go the distance, or does it not matter? I have to ask.
No, I don't. I want to get over in the first round if I could. But ultimately, you have to be smart. You know, this guy would have trained for however many months on game plans. Obviously, everyone's aware of my right hand and all this, that, and that. So it'll be hard to probably tag early. Dependent, we'll see. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. But ultimately, I know.
See what presents itself.
Yeah, exactly. And ultimately, when it comes down to physicality as well, everyone that I spar and fight, they all gas out after a few rounds just getting in front of me. So I expect the same to happen on fight night, especially with 60,000 people there. Big occasion. I'm going to try to hold my nerve and see how well he holds his nerve, and then we'll go to work.
Dean, we're predicting a Lawrence win tomorrow?
Yeah. The source is, you know, look, the guy's confident. He's, you know, he's a home guy anyway. He's from this neck of the woods. I know him. I'm rooting for all the boys then on this side of the pavement, on this side of the street. It's not really against the grain of what's going on. I don't see anything. His style is a very difficult style. He boxes long. He does know how to pour in. He's got the right movements, and if you understand that mechanism, it's hard to beat that. Especially if you can touch, hold, move, and move off. It's hard for people to get past that, because if you get past that, you can get into uppercuts, hooks, and then more pouring. So it's understanding boxing, and if they don't, they're going to get frustrated. They're going to get frustrated and get licked up even more, because then all thought process goes out the window, and it's due to hazard. It's due to hazard, and you know what happens? It's due to hazard. It's all calamity. So that's what I see. I see him getting the kid out of there, to be fair, at some stage. But he just got to do what he did. I think in the other fight with the kid, he boxed him long. That guy got frustrated and ended up getting written off because. But I didn't understand not having the patience, because he only just started, and then you was touching him up, moving off, and he kind of got lost straight away. And then he got him with the uppercut, and I think a hook, was it? Oh, no, I definitely
it was definitely an uppercut. It's always right hand. I don't know what it is, but it's right hand. It's always a right hand.
Yeah, no, but that depends what you practice the most. If you like long, and shooting, because I do like long, but I like long uppercuts as opposed to long, and whip them, because I could kind of keep the length, if you get my meaning. But I think he'll win. I'm looking for Joshua to win. That's the question I was going to ask. Do you think Joshua's going to be a knockout or punch?
Yeah, I believe it'll be a knockout. I think.
Sell off.
For real. I do actually think it'll be a KO.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think Usyk's going to want to win, and that means he'll be a middle range. And AJ hits him clean, you know, head or body. I think he'll get to him.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Just going to finish on, you mentioned Duke to Hazard. That could be the film he's watching later tonight. But listen, Lawrence, all the best for tomorrow night. All the best, man. Thank you.